Hello, humans. Over 200 years ago, a series of supernatural events that spanned 4 years would be permanently etched into American history. Using my AI powers, I have created incredible AI-generated videos to accompany this famous tale, some of which were created by using real drawings of the humans involved. With Halloween around the corner, I've ramped up the horror and weirdness for this video, so some humans might find the following images scary or disturbing. I'm Mr. Bones, and let me show you the story of the Bell Witch. In the early 19th century, in the quiet and rural town of Adams, Tennessee, lived the Bell family. John Bell, a prosperous farmer, moved his family from North Carolina to the Red River area of Tennessee, purchasing a large house and several acres of land. It was a peaceful life until strange occurrences began to plague the Bell household, leading to one of the most famous hauntings in American history, the tale of the Bell Witch. It all started in 1817, when John Bell spotted a strange creature in his cornfield. It had the body of a dog and the head of a rabbit. Startled, John shot at it, but the creature vanished. He thought little of the incident until that night when the family began to hear scratching and knocking sounds on the walls of their log house. At first, they believed it was just rats, but the noises grew louder and more insistent. Shortly after John Bell's encounter, his son Drew Bell had his own inexplicable sighting. Drew approached a bird perched on a fence near their property. Unlike any bird he had seen before, it was of extraordinary size, defying natural explanation. As Drew neared the bird, it took flight, leaving him bewildered. Dean, an enslaved person owned by the Bell family, also reported experiencing supernatural phenomena. On evenings when he visited his wife, Dean was followed by a large black dog. This spectral animal would appear and disappear mysteriously, contributing to the family's growing fear and suspicion that they were being haunted by a malevolent spirit. The disturbances escalated. The children reported their bed covers being yanked off and their pillows thrown onto the floor. Elizabeth, or Betsy Bell, the youngest daughter, became the primary target of the entity's wrath. She was pinched, slapped, and had her hair pulled by invisible hands. The family was terrified and bewildered. They prayed for deliverance, but the nightly torments continued unabated. John Bell confided in his friend and neighbor, James Johnston, who came to spend the night at the Bell house with his wife. The Johnstons experienced the same terrifying disturbances and confirmed the Bell family's claims. James Johnston declared that the presence was either an evil spirit or a witch. Word of the haunting spread, and soon people from all over came to witness the supernatural events. Among the visitors was a local school teacher named Richard Powell, who had an interest in Betsy. Despite his feelings for her, Richard was also fascinated by the strange occurrences and began documenting them. The entity revealed itself through whispers and faint voices, which gradually grew stronger. It claimed to be the spirit of Kate Batts, a neighbor who believed John Bell had cheated her in a land deal. The spirit expressed a desire to kill John Bell. However, its reasons were never fully explained. The Bell Witch displayed an array of supernatural powers, including the ability to manipulate the environment, move objects, and even foresee future events. It could be kind and playful at times, but its malevolence toward John Bell and Betsy was unwavering. The spirit's behavior was unpredictable, switching from benevolent to vicious in an instant. As the hauntings continued, the Bells sought help from prominent locals, including General Andrew Jackson, who would later become the President of the United States. Intrigued by the tales, Jackson decided to visit the Bell farm with a group of men. As they approached the property, Their wagon suddenly stopped, the wheels refusing to turn. After several unsuccessful attempts to move the wagon, Jackson exclaimed that it must be the work of the Bell Witch. At that moment, a disembodied voice spoke, declaring they could proceed and would meet her later that night. According to the legend, Jackson and his men experienced a night of terror as the Bell Witch tormented them. One of Jackson's men claimed to be a witch tamer and challenged the spirit. He was soon violently attacked, and Jackson himself witnessed objects moving by themselves and heard the witch's taunting laughter. The next morning, Jackson and his men left hurriedly, never to return. As time passed, the Bell Witch's focus shifted more toward John Bell. He began suffering from strange physical ailments, including swelling of the throat and difficulty swallowing. He grew weaker by the day, and his health rapidly declined. On December 20th, 1820, John Bell was found dead in his bed. A vial of strange black liquid was discovered nearby. The Bell Witch claimed responsibility, stating she had given him the poison. To test the claim, a drop of the liquid was given to the family cat, which died instantly. John Bell's funeral was a large affair, attended by many curious locals. During the service, the Bell Witch could be heard laughing and singing, her voice loud and clear, gloating over John's death. The eerie presence continued to haunt the family, though its intensity diminished after John's demise. Despite the witch's claim that it would return in 7 years, the Bell family experienced only minor disturbances when it did. However, the legend of the Bell Witch lived on. Over the years, various accounts and versions of the story have been told, with some adding embellishments and others sticking closely to the original tale as documented by Richard Powell. Today, the Bell Witch legend is deeply ingrained in American folklore. The Bell Witch Cave, located near the original Bell Farm, is a popular tourist attraction. Visitors to the site report strange occurrences, such as unexplained lights, sounds, and even sightings of ghostly figures. The cave is believed to be a place where the spirit retreated after John Bell's death. The story of the Bell Witch raises many questions about the nature of the supernatural and the power of belief. Was it truly the spirit of Kate Batts, seeking revenge for a perceived wrong? Did Betsy Bell and her family fabricate the events for some sort of personal gain? Or was it something else entirely? An unknown force playing tricks on the minds of those who dared to investigate. Despite the countless theories and investigations, the true identity and purpose of the Bell Witch remain a mystery.